Hey everybody, welcome back to another top 5 video. Today we're going to be doing something that just recently kind of caught my attention. It's a video about the top 5 firearms that I would recommend for home defense for people that are on a budget, i.e. not able to spend $600–700 on a gun, but still would like to have something to defend their home if they're broken into, where it's legal and all that happy stuff. So compile the list, and we're going to go from kind of most expensive and whatever, and then we'll go to the most affordable at this current time. This is March of 2018. So it's going to be kind of what's available on the market and what will be available in the future, hopefully. And this is all based on kind of the practicality, affordability, and availability of these weapons. So we'll start out at number 5, and we'll go through the price and all that stuff. Surprisingly enough, it looks like a shotgun, but it's not considered a shotgun, rifle, or pistol by the ATF. This is a firearm. This is the Remington TAC-14, right? So essentially, it's a Remington 870 Express with a, what they call the, I don't know, if it's like a bird head or something, grip on it. It's a pump action shotgun. It's got a little nice Magpul grip right there, which is really comfortable. And yeah, it's got a 14-inch barrel on it. So these things are actually not that expensive. This is, I think I paid $350 for this. They retail for between $3 and $4, depending on where you get it and who's got a deal going on. And where it's legal to own, which is pretty much anywhere except the usual suspect places like California, New York, all that stuff, I would assume. Yeah, where it's legal, this is actually a pretty cool thing. It's compact. It's not a full-length shotgun, so you could actually store this by your bed or whatever, or wherever you're at, your recliner, bed, to each their own. But yeah, it's a 12 gauge. It holds 5 rounds in the tube, and it's a pretty decent little weapon. You're gonna have to go out and shoot it a couple times. I found out that hip firing this is actually the best way to not break your wrist if you're using double-aught buck. But yeah, it's a pretty cool, effective weapon, and I'm glad that they came out with these, and these are legal as of right now, March 2018. The ATF says these are legal, and again, they're affordable, so it's like having a full-size shotgun made for home defense, which is really cool, because obviously wielding a full-length shotgun, like with a 28-inch barrel, even an 18-inch barrel, and a full stock is pretty difficult to do if somebody is in your house and whatever, and you're trying to stay low profile and stay hidden, whereas this is pretty much point and shoot. It's a nice little scatter gun. Long range, it sucks, of course. It's only a 14-inch barrel, but as far as home defense, this is actually a pretty cool weapon, and it's fairly affordable, $300 to $400. That's even if you're on a budget, you can save that up in a little bit of time. It doesn't take that long. So this is number 5 on our list. We'll move on to number 4. Here we go with number 4. We got the Czechoslovakian CZ82 surplus pistol. This is chambered in 9x18 Makarov, and if you've seen my other videos on it, it's a gun that I use personally for concealed carry because it's very safe and it's very effective. And the best part is, Century Arms has a deal going on right now that you can get one of these and 300 rounds of brass case 9x18 full metal jacket ammo for like $350 from Century Arms. And if you're a Curio and Relic firearms holder and you're on a budget and you don't have a weapon that's suitable for home defense, you can get one of these with a CNR license, which is pretty cool. If not, just go through your regular FFL. So $350 for a nice handgun. It holds 13 rounds, 12 in the mag and 1 in the tube. That's a pretty good deal. You can see that, yeah, obviously this is used, it's surplus condition, but it's still in really good shape, and very compact, very easy to maintain. Very accurate and reliable. I don't think I've ever had a malfunction with any of the CZ82s that I've fired and owned. So that's pretty interesting. There are 9x18 loads that are great for home defense, personal defense, hollow points, Hornady critical defense if you like that stuff. And it's, you got the magazine capacity. It's tiny, it's lightweight, as light as it can be with a full steel frame, and very reliable again. So, and these are running, I mean, you can get these secondary market if you really look hard enough for between $2 and $325 if you look hard enough. I mean, some people are selling them for really expensive, but as of March 2018, these are available through Century Arms, and I'd highly recommend this. I would choose this over a Makarov simply because of the magazine capacity and just personal preference. It's essentially a Makarov with a few extra good design components on it that make it a little bit more suitable for different people's needs. So this is number 4 on our list because I've always loved these things, and the only reason it's not a little bit higher is because they are going up in price, but they're still very affordable, and I'm pretty happy with the fact that they're available again on the market. So there's number 4 on our list. We'll move on now. Number 3, the Beretta 92S. Most of these on the market now are Italian police trade-ins. That means that they're used, but they're still in really good shape. This is actually a shooter grade, so this is like apparently in bad shape. It's got some aesthetic things that are wrong with it, maybe, but if you don't care about that, you need a very affordable, functional pistol for your house. This is a 9mm. It holds 16 rounds in the magazine, yeah. And it feels like an M9 because it's the same kind of platform. A couple little differences, but again, you can check out my video if you want to see those. But yeah, the 92S, these things are available pretty much on several different sites. I use Aim Surplus for my guns mostly online because they have good deals and good customer service and all that stuff. So I got this for under $300 because it was a shooter grade. They have their regular ones that are in great shape for $300 now. So even with all the FFL fees and shipping and everything, it's like under $350, unless your FFL is an idiot and charges $100 for a handgun transfer. But if they're not and they charge a reasonable amount, you can get these for under $350 all said and done. Great guns for people on a budget. Great home defense weapon. It's a Beretta M92 series, so it's gonna work. They're not the ones that the military uses that have been shot 1 billion times and not maintained. So this one's very accurate, very reliable. I like it. It's fun to shoot, and they're really affordable. It's pretty insane. So yeah, I totally recommend this if you're on a budget. We're starting to get to the guns that are a little bit more affordable now, and we'll kind of go on to the next one, which is similarly priced, but I just like them a little bit better than the Beretta. Your mileage may vary, so basically number 3 and the next one are kind of tied, but we'll get into why they're separate and why I like the other one a little bit better. We'll do that right now. So number 2 on our list is still in that $300 range, possibly a little bit higher depending on what model you want. But again, from Aim Surplus, and again, I'm not a paid spokesman for them. I just been a very happy customer for years now and never really got anything that's bad from them, is any sort of law enforcement trade-in used Glock handgun from Aim Surplus. Now this one was fairly cheap because this was the cracked grip one I showed you. See, it's got the little chip out of the grip right there, which made it sub $300, which was really nice. All said and done, I think I paid about $300 for this thing. It's a Gen 2 Glock 17, as you can see, and it's in fantastic shape for having a cracked grip and being that old and being used. This one's, I think, from 1996. I ran the serial number. They've got a bunch of different models on there, and it goes from, you know, sub $300 to almost $400, but depending on what your model is and, you know, what kind you want. If you sit and look for their chipped grip or, you know, aesthetically not so sound guns like this, you can get them for a very good price. I preferred striker fired handguns like this. They've got other types of LEO trade-ins too, but these are the most affordable. This thing works great. I've shot it and it performs fantastic. So if you're on a budget and you don't want to pay $600–700 for a new Glock, definitely check out Aim Surplus's law enforcement trade-in section, because if you can get this for around $300, the same price as a Beretta M9, it's all personal preference at that point, which one you're better with. But if you're on a budget, this is a perfect way to get in a really expensive gun that's used but still very functional. So this is our number 2 spot, and I'm pretty happy with that. Now, the only reason this isn't number 1 is because of our next little choice that you'll see, and I'll explain that in a second. Which brings us to our number 1 choice, and that is, oddly enough, the Spanish Star Model BM. So I told you the story about this one, or the 2 that I bought. This is one of the 2. So these were shooter grades, again, from Aim Surplus. Weird. I'm noticing a pattern here. Good deals on handguns. So this is a shooter grade that I paid $169 for. Got it for under $200 all said and done. And both of them are under $200 each. Went out and shot this thing yesterday, and can definitely put it on this list and feel 100% good with that. These things are reliable. I had my first shot out of my other one, I jammed, but after that it ran flawless. I think it was just kind of, hadn't been shot in 40 years or whatever, but didn't have a single problem rapid firing or anything after that. So again, you're gonna have to shoot any gun that you're gonna get for defense. But for home defense, These things right now, for the good condition ones, right, that aren't aesthetically kind of beat up, are $200 on AIM Surplus. That's unreal. So, you know, when you order from them, you're going to get a good gun. This has even far exceeded my expectations for a shooter grade. But the Star Model BM holds 8 rounds of 9x19 millimeter, right? And obviously, you can get a lot of good rounds with that. It's accurate, it's small, it's compact, it's heavy, so if you like heavier guns, you'll like this. But the price just can't be beat at this point. $200, you know, so all said and done, under $250 for this piece of metal that actually works well. And for home defense, 8 rounds should be enough. Obviously, you can have extra mags and stuff, which are abundant at this point because they got imported by the thousands with these handguns from Spain. So these things are collectible and practical for home defense. And they're really cheap right now. They won't be around forever. They only made these for a few years. And yeah, if you watch my video on my first shots out of it, and my friend shot it too, and both loved it, and it's just an amazing little gun for the price. I can't believe it. It's just a 1911 that's kind of scaled down, and it feels the same as a 1911, but it doesn't recoil like a 45. I have nothing good to say, or nothing but good to say about these little things. So this is the top pistol, or weapon rather. If you're on a budget, you can definitely afford this and still protect yourself and your home and all that stuff. So I'll keep this video as short as possible. Hope you enjoyed it. If you haven't already, smash that like button and subscribe to my channel for more videos. And also consider being a supporter on Patreon. Support the channel for just $1 a month. The link to that's in the description. A lot of videos on there that aren't on public on YouTube, so you can check those out. We do polls. It's interactive. It's pretty cool experience, and it helps support and fund the channel. So $1 a month, go check that out. Anyway, hope you learned something. Again, this is my opinion, just like every list, is my opinion and what I've noticed as of, you know, recently, what's the most affordable. Because like you, I like to get good deals on firearms that work and they're fun to have and everything. So yeah, again, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it, and we will see you on the next video.